So up to now, we've calculated our total pay. We've also calculated how much we make per hour given some information. And the last piece of the puzzle is to calculate how many hours we worked if we know our pay and our hourly wage. So let's take a look at Devon. Devon just got her paycheck. She works as an office assistant. It looks like she does some photocopying and filing from the picture. And she wants to make sure that they've paid her for all the hours she's worked. She knows she gets paid $12.25 an hour. And now we're going to do the calculation to check that. So before you start, always make sure that you have a little bit of an idea of what kind of answer you're expecting. And a full-time job is between 32 and 40 hours a week. So that means that when you make the calculation, you can expect something in between those hours if she is a full-time worker. So to do this problem, we take the total pay and we divide it by the hourly wage. So the total pay is $416.50, and we divide it by the hourly wage, which is $12.25. It's a division problem, and it works out to be 34. Now remember what we were solving for, how many hours. So this answer means she's worked 34 hours that week. So it's always important to include your units in your answer. Now this is a good time to talk about some of the assumptions we have been making with these problems. The pay that she got was $416.50, and the wage was $12.25 an hour. So what we are assuming here is that none of the hours she works were overtime hours, because she might get paid a different amount if she was working overtime. So let's say, for example, you work a 12-hour day, then some of those hours would be paid for overtime hours, and you'd be getting paid more than the $12.25. So we're assuming there was no overtime paid, and all were at the regular hourly wage. We also stated that there were no deductions. So this means there was no taxes, no CPP, which is Canadian Pension Plan, no EI, which is called Employment Insurance. And we're going to talk a little bit more about those deductions later on. But that means this $416.50 is referred to as her gross pay before any deductions. It also means that they're not paying for any breaks, which is typical of most employers. So if she takes a lunch break or a coffee break, which she's entitled to, she doesn't get paid for that time. So that's another assumption we're making.